and TQ Wannabe is going to see Cuz, and Cuz sees that SCB, so is he going to change where? Nope, he's not going to change his scouting path.
Wow, TQ was confused for a moment, I think, but overall he does understand where, because it's going to be great game sense by TQ Wannabe.
Mm-hmm.
And,
This is I'm really interested about this whole all the buildings right behind the mineral line. I guess it's going to definitely protect him from drops. Going to be a lot less drop space. A little bit of a Sim City 2 drop through, but
Also, if he goes maybe something like mass charge lots, maybe not having buildings at the entrances basically give him more surface area for that. I mean, there are reasons for building buildings everywhere. You can always justify it somehow, but right now I'm a little confused as to why he did it. I'm sure he'll show us as the game progresses. And this
factory.
probe is not going to get in. He's going to be meted by 3 Marines. A good housewarming party. And the 2 gas build again. Do you think he's going to amass Ravens again?
I don't know. Maybe some I don't know. I'd like to see Cloak Banshee.
It does look like a Cloak Banshee build right now. He'll probably throw it on the starport. Yes, he does do that. Banshee's very good against Protoss. Protoss lacks really good anti-air. Stalkers do sort of help you out, but they don't have detection, and they don't have the range really to be effective anti-air units throughout the entirety of the game. They're also pretty gas heavy early on, especially when you're trying to tech and macro up. And Cuz gonna move in with a little early pressure, and I love this by Cuz. He's gonna use that stalker speed and range, do some damage to those Marines. He's probably gonna take out more than he normally would have, and already doing some good micro. Moving back, taking 1 shot off. He really could have gotten another shot in there if he wanted to.
Yeah, shields are just keep poking away, and those shields will just continue to regenerate back.
And oh wow, good micro by Cuz and TQ Wannabe, moving back and forth like a boat rocking on the waves in the ocean. First Banshee is on the way. No cloak quite yet. There is an observer on the way for Cuz, and I think that Wannabe saw that, decided not to go with that cloak. Just gonna make a Banshee for now. Maybe he'll even transition into the Tasteless build where you get a Raven next and use the point defense drone and siege tanks to really do the strong timing push. I haven't seen it in a while, but it's still a very viable build if you do it right. And wow, Cuz doing a great job microing those stalkers back, getting a few kills on those Marines. And wow, now that the Banshee's here, it is gonna stop this harassment. 1 stalker going down.
1 stalker going down, and the second one will fall to the wrath of the Banshee.
Oh yeah, Banshees, you don't want to mess with them. Look at that intense gaze of the Banshee. Oh, well, she's not paying attention, but you know, they do have a piercing stare. Supplies are pretty even right now. Wannabe not really transitioning anything yet. He is making another Banshee, and the first siege tank is out.
Don't always get to see siege tanks that much in. Actually, you always see siege tanks. What am I saying?
Well, it's not completely true. Marine Marauder Balls are probably the favorite build against Protoss early on. But I do like that the game is evolving. Siege tanks much more used these days. And they're very strong against Stalkers. And the siege tanks are just so position-based that they're good again in every single matchup.
Yeah, that's why I love TVT so much. My favorite matchup, just because it's all that positioning.
Yeah.
You can get that perfect position. Just really shows the strategy involved in I feel there's more strategy involved in nice little TVT than most other things. And here we go, engagement.
Siege tank sieging up. He sees it siege up and he moves out. Oh, the Stalker does not get out. And supplies taking a quick jump for Wannabe right now. The Banshees are going to be able to spot the high ground. This is why a lot of players don't like Tal'Darim Altar against Terran, because Terran do get that nice little boost of range over that cliff. And although Cuz does have an Immortal, it's taking a lot of extra shots right now. And oh wow, you cannot afford to lose that Immortal right now. And it only has 4 HP left. The hardened shields are completely gone right now. And wow, he really needed that Immortal to survive this attack. And he has a lot of gateways right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 gate Robo going down.
I really I really, really like how TQ Wannabe is keeping these keeping up his production of Banshees in his army. Such a powerful unit. They do so much DPS, and as you can see, it's paying off for him.
Oh wow, he was targeting down the Nexus, and he did not really notice these stalkers coming in from the side, doing a lot of damage. And oh, not paying attention, the Immortal is taken out. You can't micro two things at once. For some reason my mouse stopped working for a second there, but yeah, those stalkers being really annoying. A pylon going down outside the base, probably going to be used to get around the contain, maybe do a little extra damage to the base of TQ Wannabe. And Wannabe hasn't expanded yet, so this is becoming more and more all-in-ish as the game progresses, but he does have this huge army advantage, and he's pushing in right now with the Banshees and Marines. The Siege Tank getting a great position right now, slowly going to be able to jump their way into the base. Oh, he's being very, very bold with the Siege Tank. At the ramp, another bunker going down. Once these Zealots go out, the Marines are going to be free to walk in, take out the Stalkers, and wow, Cuz is being ripped apart.
Yeah, he's got nothing left. And with all these Marines, the choice of going for that Immortal is just
wow. Great flank by
idea.
Cuz right there, taking out 2 siege tanks, but 2 still remain. Pros having to be pulled off. And those Immortals could probably take out those siege tanks, but that's nothing against 4 Banshees. And right now, if those Banshees are healed in any way, this game is, well, it is over either way.
Yeah, and there's the GG. Great play by TQ Wannabe. A little sad we didn't get to see a big long macro game, but
you know what? TQ Wannabe's timing push was just great. He just
that was
really controlled it well. He lost a minimal amount of units, and although Cuz did some cool things with flanking and teched well, he just didn't have the control to keep up with Wannabe. And it looks like Wannabe is going to secure a place for himself in the finals.
Let's look through the bracket quickly and see who he could actually beat Cuz in the finals again because of the loser bracket between Zinrock and Cuz. Let's lurk Zinrock's profile quickly, shall we?
Of course.
He's got the coolest. I love that. I love his portrait.
Oh yeah, I do too. You guys can't see it, but it's the son of what's his face?
Arcturus.
Arcturus mixed. Such a cool name.
Zinrock is a Masters League Terran player, so the championships is either going to be a TVT, which would excite me, or a TVP, which would excite me just almost as much. We've seen a lot of. What have we seen a lot of? We've seen a lot of Terran today. Yeah.
The tournament scene right now is seeing a lot of Terran, to be honest. Terrans are ripping up again. Terrans have always had the highest win ratio per game, and partly because this is a Terran campaign of StarCraft, so people learn Terran first so they get a higher win rate with them when they do ladder. But also because Terran is such a versatile race and it really rewards good positioning, good micromanagement. It's not as macro focused because you can really stock up on those mules, use them later together. Their macro mechanic is a little bit easier.
Yeah, exactly. And here we go. This is the losers bracket semifinal. Best of 1.
Best of 1, is it?
Yep.
Wow. So much on the line in this game. Cuz versus Zinrock. Wow, I'm just gonna...
fighting to get his... Oh, these two already met once in this tournament. Cuz having more success than Zinrock. And welcome to the CGSL number 2 championships. Here we are on Zelnaga Caverns. Cuz spawning on the bottom left as the green Protoss, and Zinrock spawning as our red Terran in the top right. I'm Sandman, here with Lose Fast. How are you today, Lose Fast?
I am so good. I'm glad that 11 viewers right now are watching Lose Fast TV. If you do like us, please feel to follow us. You know what? I'm eventually going to stream a bunch, and Sandman will probably be around. He'll be like the Cape Crusader, popping in when I need someone to cast with, like he is doing today. And we have an epic PVT for you today. PVT is probably my favorite matchup. I know everyone says ZVT is, but you know what? I just love the Protoss army clashing with the mechanized Terran force. Side blades ripping through steel. I can't imagine anything better for a Saturday morning. It is Saturday, right?
It is Saturday, and yeah, morning for most of the people, or morning for some people, afternoon for others, and probably night for maybe someone who's watching.
I live in New York. It's always my time. Don't worry about it. And right now we see a barracks going down for Zinrock. I like this play. Day 9 calls it hiding something normal. If the probe does get in, looks around, doesn't see the barracks, he might assume that there's some sort of proxy going on. He might overreact, but really nothing is being cheesed out by Zinrock right now. He's just playing absolutely normal. And it's very interesting to see this kind of play.
Definitely very, very enjoyable to see something that's not completely standardized. And orbital command coming in, scouts going out, second gas going down for Zinrock, so he might be going for a bit of a faster tech. You never know.
Yeah, it's pretty standard so far. Both players playing pretty well. Let's look at the APM tab. Oh, and 262 average for Cuz. He's really enjoying that spam button. But both players are playing out about around 100 APM, so they are in fact high masters players. A lot of people say that APM isn't very important, and I used to believe it when I had low APM. I used to say, oh yeah, APM doesn't matter. I have 45 APM and I play just fine. But the truth is, you really want to be able to multitask different armies at once and manage your economy, and you really can't do that with just 60 APM. You really need that 140, 160 to really keep track of everything that's going on.
Exactly. Yeah, you do. It's so key. And this is really weird from Zinrock. He's banking a lot of gas right now. Only got that one.
Well, this is the Banshee opening.
The factory's a little late though, I think.
Oh yeah, well he's gonna get like a lot of Marines early on. That reactor does pump out Marines more efficiently than 2 racks do. And wow, Zinrock is actually scouting for proxies right now. Very good move. It shows that he's very experienced. You really need to be aware that the Protoss player could do something cheesy like that, an early all-in or an early stim timing, an early warp gate timing push. And he's going to go up and see the bunker right now. Take a little hit to his shield. It's not a big deal. I actually almost like that he went up again and took another shot and made force an SCV to come out and repair it. But I don't like that he let himself take real damage. He should have only let his shields go down.
Yeah, and the shield is... that shield actually recovers so quickly when not in combat.
And you know, I'm starting to think that it might not be a Banshee build. There is a second bunker on the way, which does lead me to believe that it is a Banshee build. But this could be a really early medevac build, and I'm just starting to see these appear in the metagame where you get that medevac before anything else, and you just start dropping Marines everywhere, really abusing that multitasking. Slayer's MMA made this popular in MLG, and a lot of players have been really focusing on that drop heavy play.
Well, look at Zinrock's Terran decal. It's so sick. It's like the hand of Thor.
I don't see it. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, he's holding on to that lightning bolt for dear life. No, I really love decals. There should definitely be a lot more. I hope that in the expansion pack, Blizzard adds a couple more decals for us.
Or if you could even make your own.
Personally, I would want a koala juggling 3 plums. That would be my decal.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be the lose fast decal.
I wish they had dragons. I just like a nice little dragon.
But aren't you Zerg? Zerg would look tacky with dragons.
It would be the ultimate
Zergs are like bug dragon. Dinosaurs. I really like that every single race has their own sort of style. Like Zerg are bug dinosaurs, Protoss are Egyptian futuristic aliens, and Terran are space cowboys.
I was watching a video on YouTube, which basically these guys, they're called pickup lines, and they they use only StarCraft lingo to
Really?
get